Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. I had a whole video planned on this Lorac foundation and concealer and the primer. And after I was reviewing the footage, it was just way too long. So in some of the footage that I'm going to insert of the wear test of day 1 and day 2, you are going to see that it looks like as if I'm talking, and that's because I'm just going to take the volume off it. The video would have been too long, and I'm trying to keep my videos a little bit shorter. The first product that I am reviewing for you today is the new Lorac foundation. You know that I love the original Lorac foundation. It's one of my favorites. And when they launched this one, I thought I'd give it a try. This foundation is $38. It is available in 25 shades. It is 1 ounce and it does have a pump. It is a beautiful, beautiful packaging actually. It's nice and sleek and really pretty. And I'll tell you right off the bat that the shade that I purchased, number 8, is way too light for me. And I'll tell you about that in just a moment. This is a soft matte finish. It is a medium to full coverage. It is lightweight and buildable. It is also water resistant. The key ingredients in this foundation is vitamin C and sodium hyaluronate. It is infused with a complex of watermelon, apple, and lentil fruit extract, which I thought was kind of strange. And what their claims are is that it helps reduce the appearance of fine lines and increase the skin's hydration. It is oil-free, fragrance-free, and vegan, and it is said to be suitable for all skin types. Please bear in mind that I have normal skin. I live half the year in Florida where there is lots of humidity, and the other half of the year I live in Kansas. Right now I am in Florida. The other product that I am going to talk about is the Lorac primer. This primer is called the Pro Skin Glass Skin Primer. It is $35 and this is in a 1 ounce bottle. It is a dropper. Primer is an oil blend serum primer that preps the skin, according to them, preps the skin to make and create a luminous complexion. The claims are that it blurs imperfections, that it can be mixed with the foundation to cut the amount of coverage that the foundation offers. It also contains oligopeptide and ceramide to visibly repair the skin. It contains vitamin C, sodium hyaluronate to preserve the skin's elasticity, and I'll let you know that it does contain dimethicone. The last product that I tried from this new Lorac line is the concealer. It is the same type of packaging as the foundation. It is 0.25 ounces and it is $24. It is available in 12 shades and it has a doe foot applicator. This is a full coverage and blendable long wearing concealer. I tried the foundation for 2 days, even though I found the foundation was way too light for me. On day 1, I used it with the primer and I applied half my face with the blender, with the sponge, and the other half of my face with the brush. I also used the concealer. I had my eyes prepped with my eye cream, as I do always. The primer feels oily when you first apply it. It does feel like an oil. However, I did find that it soaked right into my skin very easily. It didn't pill. And after I used it with the Lorac foundation, I also used it with some other foundations and it did not pill. I'll bring you up closer when I'm editing, but it looks as it's been 10 hours, by the way. It looks as if it could be because the foundation is light, or light for me. but it looks as if it's held up really well. It's not settling. It didn't settle anywhere. I don't really care for the concealer. On the second day, I did try it without the primer, and the reason I did that is because I feel that we shouldn't have to buy a foundation that requires the use of a specific primer. And therefore, I tried it on day one without the primer, with the primer, and on day two, I tried it without the primer. I think that after the first, I believe that on the first day, I wore it for about I wore it for 9.5 hours. It was almost 10 hours that I wore it on the first day. I thought it looked beautiful. At the end of the day, I didn't have any problem. My only issue with this foundation was that I purchased the shade too light, and that is my fault. That's nobody else's fault except my own. The concealer, on the other hand, I felt that it really creased under my eyes. Perhaps I applied too much of it. This is a soft matte concealer, just like the foundation. It's a soft matte. Therefore, if you have oily under eyes, this may really work for you because it is more on the matte side and it is full coverage. I do not have dry under eye, therefore I felt that it was a bit drying. So if you have normal or dry under eye, I really don't recommend this concealer. If you have oily under eyes, this concealer might be something that you might want to try because it is buildable. You can go from medium to basically full coverage. It is a nice concealer. It just really doesn't work for me on its own. On the second day, I used the foundation, and on the second day, I mixed it. Let me get it so I can show you. I mixed it with the NYX Pro mixer. This is in olive, in order to try to get it a little bit darker. On the first day, what I did, I applied bronzer, and I applied enough bronzer. I believe it was the Glam in 05 that I used on the first day, in order to make it look a little bit darker because it was way too light for me. On the second day, I used the NYX Pro Mixer, and I mixed it in with the foundation because the Pro Mixer does not alter the consistency of a foundation. This is really good to have. They have it in white, and they have the olive, and I believe they have a red one. I'm not sure. LA Girl also makes some that work really well and don't change the consistency of foundation, so I always like to have them on hand for cases like this. Therefore, on the second day, I mixed a couple of drops in with the foundation. I applied it, I believe it was with the sponge, because that's my preferred way of applying foundation. And I did not apply the primer because I wanted to see if it had lasted so long and looked so good because of the primer, or if it would work on its own. After 10 hours, it looked really good. The foundation looked really good. I didn't have any problems with it. It didn't settle into any fine lines. It didn't settle into any creases. It didn't wear off. I thought it looked really nice. I am going to either exchange it for a darker one, or I'm just going to get a darker one, like a shade darker than I need, and mix it with this one so I won't have to exchange it. As far as the primer is concerned, while I think the primer is really nice, I am going to keep it. I do not think it's necessary because on day 2, this foundation without the primer lasted for 10 hours. It looked really pretty. There was no problem whatsoever for it creasing or settling or anything like that. So it worked just as well alone. If you are in need of a foundation and you need something that is medium to full coverage, and it does go all the way to full coverage, even with the foundation being so much lighter for me, it still covered the majority of all of my hyperpigmentation and dark spots. If you like a full coverage foundation, you will certainly like this one. The primer, it's all a matter of your preference if you want to get it or not. I'm not going to sit here and say you absolutely need this, because you don't. If you have other primers or you just don't like to use a primer, you certainly don't need it. The concealer, on the other hand, on the second day, I mixed it with the eye cream to see if I could lessen the consistency a little bit. And right now, as I'm talking to you, it just occurred to me that I could have mixed it with the primer. Maybe I will do that. Maybe I'll mix it in with the primer and see how that works. Unless you really like a full coverage concealer, a matte concealer, I honestly, I think that there are other ones on the market for our mature skin. I really don't see a reason to get this one unless you have really really oily under eyes. Then this might be something you might want to consider. I think that all in all, this foundation worked exceptionally well. I really enjoyed trying it. I enjoyed applying it and doing the wear test. I really thought it's a really, really nice foundation. And I'm really happy because I absolutely love it. While I'm editing, I'll make note of what I used for day 1 and day 2 in case you want to know what eyeshadow palette I used on both days. I will have them listed down below as day 1 and day 2. I realized that I have not announced a winner for my giveaway. As if you are new to my channel, the way I do my giveaways is you have to be subscribed to my channel, and on an Excel spreadsheet I enter your name every time you leave me a comment. And sometime during the month, I don't announce it, sometime during the month I will pick a winner. I do the random name picker, but I do it with Excel. So if your name is in there 7 times because you have gone on 7 of my videos and left me a comment, each time you leave me a comment, I enter your name, basically. So some viewers have their name on my Excel spreadsheet 2 or 3 times. Some have their name in there. In this case, I might have somebody with their name in there 7 times. This video plus the other 6 that I posted in the month of March. I will be putting the name of the winner across the screen, or I will put a tile and insert the name. For this month, it's going to be a $50 gift card to the store, to the website, whatever you want. It doesn't matter if it's Amazon, it doesn't matter if it's Ulta, Sephora, it could be Lowe's or Home Depot. It doesn't matter to me. I want to thank you all so much for showing so much support. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your thumbs up. Thank you for being there for me. I appreciate it more than words can possibly say. And I know that $50 is really not much, but I'd rather be able to do this every month because so many of you leave me so many sweet and nice comments, and I want to be able to give back some way, even if it's just a very small token. All right, congratulations to the winner, whoever you may be. Please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. And sometimes people leave me comments and they're not subscribed to my channel, or it's not visible to me anyway. So make sure that you are subscribed. I do this once a month. And I think that's it. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. Oh no. And the winner, please leave me a comment on this video and I will let you know how to get in touch with me. I probably, like I said, I'll be in Tennessee, but I will certainly be seeing the comments and I'll be answering as quickly as I can. I'm going to allow the person for 3 days to get back to me. And if not, then I'll have to choose another winner. All right, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope everyone is having a fantastic Monday. And don't forget, ladies, follow your passion, whatever it may be. I'll see you next time. Bye.